Yeah. A few minutes late, but we know what? Lateness is greatness. That's what they said. Shout out to you for being here. This is the Football Power Hour. Netherlands versus France. Watch along. And Mbappe-less France. We are going to be enjoying some more Euro action. Pardon me for being late. It's already like what? Almost 5 minutes into the game right now. So that is where things are at the moment. And yeah, I just had to make sure that I also get a little bit of a workout because, like, we've been doing a marathon watch along. So, big shout out to you on this Friday. It's laid back vibes. This is what we're doing. Yeah, just catching the game as the game goes. So let me actually get into it and say right now, I did not look at the lineup. I just know that in the previous stream we reacted to the fact that like Mbappe will not be in the lineup. So here we go. Let's look at how Didier Deschamps decided to line up his starting 11. Saliba, Upamecano is the two center backs. Kunde and Hernandez is the fullbacks. Kante, Chouamini, and Rabiot in the middle. Ousmane Dembele, Griezmann, and to replace Mbappe, it's Marcus Thuram. And for Ronald Koeman, his side is led by Memphis Depay, Cody Gakpo on the left, Xavi Simons in the middle, and Frimpong of Bayer Leverkusen, who's had a fantastic season this year. And Rangers and Schutten in the middle, in the midfield, and Van Dijk and De Vrij in the center back position, and Dumfries and Nathan Ake as the fullbacks, and obviously the goalkeeper is Bart Verbruggen, 21-year-old, very young goalkeeper who is at Brighton. He was also in the previous game, by the way, that Netherlands played. So I think he was happy with what he saw. I'm talking about Ronald Koeman. Shout out to Esco, by the way, who became a new member today. Esco in the house, Luen in the building saying, yes, new member, welcome, Esco. Shout out to you, Luen. Thank you for welcoming Esco. It's a friendly community over here. Chill vibes. What we do is we love football. We talk football. We will be discussing things football. And, it's been a fiery start so far, Luen. I know. So far, France has been trying to get the early goal. We know, like, how important it is to get your goal in early. So Dark Crow in the house as well, saying big up. Shout out to you, Dark Crow. Hope you're having a wonderful, splendid Friday. Guys, it's not everybody that gets to make it to the end of the week, So let's not forget, it's always important to appreciate that we made it till the end of the week. We always have plans. We want to do this, do that, but all that stuff is never guaranteed. So it's important to appreciate. Ooh. Talking about appreciation, Memphis Depay. Oh, appealing for a penalty. Referee's like, no, not today, Memphis. Not today. All right. Referee says Griezmann looks like he's injured. He's holding himself in the head. And here we go. Nile in the house saying Kahoot tonight. Yes. I had to drop an air horn for that because that's what we do every Friday, guys. With or without the Euros, we play Kahoot. And what is Kahoot? It's basically a forum that we use to play a quiz, a football quiz. And guess what? Today's quiz is obviously covers a lot of Euro content and also Copa America as well. So make sure you brush up on your Copa America and Euros trivia. A lot of questions about managers, a lot of questions about the standout performers so far in the Euros, some of the records being broken. You know, it's kind of like a mixed bag. But either way, it's not about knowing the answers. It's about learning. That's the whole sort of mission of this game, is just so that we improve our knowledge of the game and the things that are the records and stats and things like that. And it's I hope it's taken in that spirit anyway. It's such a fun game to compete with other people that are part of this community. So you are cordially invited to come play Cahoots after Netherlands versus France. Vegeta in the building. Oh, now says hopefully we got some Scotland questions. I think there might be. You know what it is. The timestamp that I'm on, I'm at 10:25. Let me see. I'm probably like 2 minutes behind, right? Oh man, hold on. Let me see if I can find a faster stream, because I know some people are already in the future, like Luan. You've been in the future a lot. Hold on. Let me make sure that I've got the fastest stream possible. Yeah, Esco, I thought you joined in the last stream, but this announcement came twice. So I hope YouTube is not pulling a scam on you. Just give me a moment to make sure that I found the right stream, the fastest stream I can find, and then I'll give you an update on the timestamp. Just give me 30 seconds or so. Yeah, hold on. I think I found a faster stream. All right. Let me see. I also don't want to miss out on the other action, so I keep on having to like quickly check, and I see Griezmann doing the thumbs up. Oh boy, Dutch defenders are in trouble today. I smell trouble. Let's see. Griezmann is also, how Griezmann has been so consistent for France. I feel like he's one of those guys that's not really appreciated enough. Hold on. The stream is not that fast. Okay. I think the fastest one I'm on right now is almost 14 minutes. That's where I'm at right now. Oh boy. Yeah, you know what, Luan? I can't forget about the food. My food is almost ready. So I can't wait to eat. Um Vegeta says I'll be back for Kahoot, bro. Those drinks are catching up to me. Hopefully you'll be shout out to Vegeta, man. He been drinking. He been drinking. Yeah, man. Yo, it is what it is. It's a Friday after all, Vegeta. That's what I was talking about. Appreciating life, Sometimes you never know, how much life you have left. So, you know what? If this is the last Friday you have, is it a well spent Friday? I think it's a Friday well spent, if you ask me, from my standpoint. You know, so air on to you. Make sure you obviously have time for family as well. You got to balance it out. You know, that is the main thing. So yeah, I'm at 15-15 right now. Darko says, Papi, I really appreciate you always. Remember those unable to get their meals when you are having yours, and also are considerate for those unable to see another day. Thank you. I appreciate you, Darko, for real. Yeah, meals, guys. Yeah, some people are going hungry. Talking about hungry, you're gonna make me hungry right now. I think in a few minutes my food will be good. Darko says I have a big will to meet Will Man United. You are a legend of this community. Oh, that was a good shot right there. That was a good shot. Oh boy, Netherlands asking questions through Cody Gakpo, or Gakpo, as they say. That was really good. Luen is rubbing it in. I'm in the past. Let me take a second to I'm gonna take one more attempt to look for the fastest stream. Let me look for my Arab brothers. This stream is so annoying. If you're in America, if you're in the USA, I really have to say this publicly. I do not like Fubo TV. They are stealing my money. How are you gonna provide a service and advertise it so heavily, and the service sucks? Everybody that I'm doing the watch alongs with is always ahead of me by at least 1 minute. Make that make sense. Paramount Plus was all right when we were playing, when it was Champions League watch alongs and all that. Paramount Plus was great. Hold on. Stream is far behind. You know what? I'm gonna stay with this one. It is what it is, ain't it? Oh no, it's not what it is. Vegeta's making fun of me. He's like, wait, did you just see the Gakpo chance? Bruh. That means it happened like 15 minutes ago. All right. I'm not gonna give up. Hold on. I'm gonna find the fastest stream as we're still watching. I'm gonna have this game right here. So pardon me for a moment. I'm gonna mute myself because you never know what audio might come out. especially with these shady sites. If you know, you know. All right, we've upgraded 1950. I'm at 20 minutes now. How's that? All right. I think there's an upgrade. It's probably the best we can do. I'm not gonna push it. Too many pop-ups. Too many pop-ups. Too much pop-ups going on right now. What am I gonna do? It's like I'm tackling these pop-ups. Whoa. Will says, I really feel like Anthony Taylor is gonna make a crazy, dodgy decision. Anthony Taylor, we all know he shouldn't be a referee, honestly. One of the most controversial guys. Vegeta says, don't click on those pop-ups, bro. Oh, there, I'm tackling a few pop-ups. Hold on. If I pause the stream, you know what's going on. These pop-ups, like, it's crazy that, like, all of them advertising different things of all varieties. But I'm not falling for it. Aha. I think we're good. Thing is, you can't use the ad block. Oh, Netherlands. Netherlands had an opportunity there. That was a good long free kick from deep. Well, I just saw what you just said. Not gonna read it out. Where are you watching, puppy? Well, now I'm watching on Being Sports through a third party. I will refrain from sharing. It's against YouTube community guidelines to be out here sharing. Uh, you know, streaming info. So I'm gonna leave it there. There were some guys that were they arrested? Some guys in the UK that were having legal trouble not too long ago. I kind of forgot about that case, actually. I was wondering what happened to them. But France should be a goal up, honestly, as it is right now. I'm amazed it's still 0-0. Oh, we. Come on, France. France looks like a team without Mbappe too, you know. Crazy how much depth and talent this team has. And I wonder if Mbappe is going to come on. That's the other question for the day, you know. Well, we get to see Killy. And he was not wearing a mask. All right. Big up to Never Miss Rob. Happy Friday. Hope that you're doing well. Sorry if the air horn is too loud. I'm at 27 minutes if anybody is trying to sync with me. I hope I'm not too far in the past. Yeah, Will. Are they in prison? Free our streamers. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh, David Ornstein exclusive. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Uh-oh. Will says David Ornstein dropped an exclusive. I am curious now. I'm going to have to open it. Let's see. Wait. For real? No way. Chelsea have decided to leave the race for Michael Olise. And Bayern and Newcastle are also speaking to Olise. But right now, Michael Olise has chosen to join Bayern Munich among three clubs, Chelsea, Newcastle. What? Didn't he just get offered a new deal? He's going to play for Vincent Company. Hey, I did not see this one coming. Talk about a twist of twists. That was a twist nobody saw. What? Michael Olise is going to be in Germany. Good move for him, though. You can become a decorated player over there. You can win a bunch of trophies. You can, man. Shout out to Olise for himself. That's good. Good thing he avoided the Todd Bowley situation. Cause what? Oh, you also never miss Rob also wrote it down too. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, he'll succeed. He'll succeed. But that's what's the plan for what's his name? Leroy Sané and Kingsley Coleman. What does that mean for them? Maybe Leroy Sané is looking for a move. How old is Leroy Sané nowadays, by the way? This guy has been he's been playing football for a while, but just don't know how old he is. 28 years. Not bad. Not bad. Still got a good 3 years in him. But nah, we should stay away from him. I'm asking, obviously. I'm asking because for a friend. That's all. Leroy Sané, who is pretty much the standout performer for Bayern Munich. Ask all our Arsenal friends in the community. They can tell you all about that. Leroy Sané gliding through, causing a penalty. Leroy Sané, even in at the Emirates and at the Allianz Arena, it was pretty much him that they have to give that thanks to. You know. All right, all right, all right. Come on, come on, come on, Griezmann. Give us something. Oh, I'm actually waiting on Usman Dembele for me. I feel like Usman Dembele is the guy that I'm waiting on to really, really, really show up, for France. Hey, Nick in the house. Happy Friday. Good morning, Nick. That's a little air horn to wake you up. Hope you've had your morning coffee. Do not forget, thank you for dropping a like, Luan. Guys, if you're just joining in, kindly hit the like button. Jigga in the house says keep waiting. Keep waiting for what? Wait, what was I saying? That involves waiting. I'd already forgot, Jigga. Nick, they're probably going to see if company got what it takes. That's I like that you bring that up. The rebuild at Bayern Munich is they don't dilly dally. They don't just take too long. I like how they need to refresh. They've got some aging players, obviously Thomas Muller. Kimmich is not that young either. But they've had a very good succession plan over the years. I liked the Bayern Munich that had Ribery and Robin, and then they just figured out a way to just keep evolving and staying up there. Oh, Jigga says now keep waiting for Dembele. Dembele, when will he turn potential into production? Jigga, like that Usman Dembele left foot and right foot is underrated. It's and he's always had injury issues. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat if you're able. I know you said you'll probably be able to join in the second half, but I'll just keep it pinned in the chat for you or anybody that wants to join in. This chill vibes, Friday vibes, Netherlands versus France. Chill along. Ah, all right. Or you're on the way home. Keep your hands on the wheel, Jigga. He's one of those. Jigga is the type of guy, that guy that you like have to honk at because the light is green and he doesn't even see it yet. Because he's on he's on the chat on Football Power Hour. Move, Jigga, move. Stay safe on the road, fam. That's all I care about. You know, you got a beautiful family that needs you. Let's go, France. I need an early goal from somebody, man. Come on, Netherlands. That was a dead shot from what's his name? From Mr. Simmons. It's like France likes to play this. They take the ball to the opposition third, and then next thing that happens is the Netherlands hit them on the break. It's a constant theme so far. The past 30 minutes has just been that. Another opportunity here for France. This time it's from a throw-in. Griezmann. Can he cook something for us? No, he can't. And now, same story repeats. The cycle repeats. It's the Netherlands on the attack, trying to catch the French defense while it's on a little bit disorganized. And Memphis Depay this time under hit the cross. He needs to remove that headband. It's stopping the blood circulation, to his head, to his brain. You can do better, Memphis. Especially as a free agent, you need to be putting in better crosses. Guys, Memphis is available. I'm just saying. Speaking for a friend. Would you take him at Chelsea, Jigga? I think the short answer is no. We got Cole Palmer. Who else? Who's that supposed to be? What is the plan with Sterling, by the way? Sterling is missed out on the Euro selection. But it's a little bit crazy. People don't talk about or don't magnify the fact that Sterling is quiet, He's just at a quiet season at Chelsea. But I'm sure Chelsea, you'll be looking to offload him soon, sooner than later. Even though, like, Sterling has got an asset in him, guys. If you don't know Sterling, like, he's one of the players that has won the most penalties. It's an art form, it's a skill. As much as like some people specialize in putting away penalties, Sterling has a skill set that some teams could use. And we haven't had a lot of penalties at Man United, thanks to Klopp and bad refereeing. But You know, Jiga says he needs to rebuild himself as a person. Raheem Sterling. I'm missing the little he has his own unique way of walking / running, his own unique posture. And actually, you know what's crazy though for England? I remember he was somebody that bailed out England a while. Ooh, 23 meters to goal right here. It's a free kick. Ousmane Dembele and Griezmann hovering over it outside the box. The manager did not know how to maximize, how to utilize Sterling, says Jigga. All right. Maybe Maresca might. Maybe. Enzo Maresca. I nearly said Macarena. All right. Griezmann looks serious here. I think it's him that's going to take it. But Ousmane Dembele with the starter run, and Griezmann cannot even beat the wall. 23 meters to go. Don't these guys practice? What are you doing, Griezmann? All right. France taking that time again, building up. Are you guys playing for a draw or what? Let me these guys. Players are making the runs in the channels, and everybody's just like, nah, we'll play the patient game, keep the ball. Finally, N'Golo Kante with a long pass. And who does it fall for? All right. Oh, good head up by Griezmann, but this time it falls safely into the hands of Bot. I'm going to call him Bot because his last name, my lord, Verbruggen. Bot Verbruggen. Yeah. That was not a tough header, honestly. I mean, not a threatening header. Shout out to you if you're just joining in. It's chill vibes. Vegeta is like, how's it looking? Oh, I'll tell you in a second. Jigga said, remember he left the squad at the World Cup and his career has been cloudy ever since. Did Sterling leave the World Cup by choice or like he left the squad? I must have forgotten about this. Sterling leaving the English squad at the World Cup. I remember my last memory of Sterling wearing an England shirt is actually a good one. So that's why I'm I'm scratching my head a little bit. Maybe you'll tell me about it more in the second half when you pull up. Oh, France Dembele couldn't capitalize on that because Nathan Ake made a mistake, and Dembele wanted to catch them on the break, but the ball goes back into play. France, rinse and repeat, holding possession. Goalkeeper Mike Magnan. We know him. He's been at AC Milan for a while now. Let's see if we're gonna get a goal before halftime. Already just a few seconds away from the 1 minute that has been added on elapsing. Come on, give us something, please. I don't want a dead game. I don't want a snooze fest. These guys have been watching too much Southgate ball, That's how it's looking, Vegeta. Too much Southgate ball. But we're watching France. That's how it's feeling anyway. Let's hear Jigga in the house.
What's up? Greetings from the very, very hot Miami, Florida today, man. We're melting. Today is known as the longest day of summer, and I am surely feeling it right now. It is burning. It is 93 degrees on the outside. It
Damn.
feels like 103.
Is it humid as well?
Oh my word, humidity is about 1,000 right now.
Damn, that sounds unbearable.
It is melting. So that Sterling issue,
Please
he did not
clarify.
leave. Yes, he did not leave the squad by choice. Remember, just as he went to the World Cup, he played one group game, and they broke into his house when he was away.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
he did leave the squad to go back home to attend to his family, and
Yes. Yes.
it, so I said that to say this. A lot of times we have heard people talk about mental health, and we don't really take note of a person's mental health. This is
Mm,
something, if you, to me personally, if you're not mentally happy, if you're not mentally wealthy, then it reflects on your day-to-day actions in life. If you have problems and you keep bottle these things in, eventually it is going to explode.
that is
So when I
so
say he needs to rebuild himself as a person, that is what I am talking about. So
right.
he probably still has this in the back of his mind, like things like
Yeah.
those. People have PTSD, or you get
Yeah.
traumatized from stuff
Crosses
like that
trauma.
happening to
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Ah,
because
man.
when he left Manchester City, everybody was like, why would you leave a Manchester City? Like,
Mm-hmm.
who in their right mind? Like, you're playing at a club where 90% of the world's player want to go to play, and you're
Facts.
already there. Why
Facts.
would you want to leave?
Yeah. 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 That
You know what I
and
mean? Since he has been, go ahead.
it was a little bit baffling for me because it was Sterling and Jesus. They left in the same transfer window, if I'm not mistaken.
But
You
why?
know?
as anyone. So first of all, people, the first excuse everyone is going to use is that Gabriel Jesus and Pep, they didn't get along, and he wanted more play. He was the man. He was going to be the man after Aguero. You know what I mean? Like, and so wait your time. Your time will come. You know.
Yeah.
But we saw him. We saw him went to Arsenal, and I asked my Arsenal friends this question the other day. Do you think that Gabriel Jesus is a success at Arsenal since he's been at Arsenal? And the
That
first thing they point out is that, he has been injured. Yes, he has been injured. But when he plays, are you actually getting anything from him?
facts. Yeah. Yeah.
He was a better player, better person at City.
True.
The same
So
goes for Raheem Sterling. He was a better
so
person, a better player at City.
true. So now the question is, like, do you think right now, like, is staying at Chelsea an option for him? Like, is it what you want as a fan as well of Chelsea? You know, like, I'm curious now where he
So
is in terms of like where his stocks are now.
that really, 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 really good question there. That's a really, really good question.
Yeah.
As a fan, I am a fan of Raheem Sterling. Not based on the fact that I am Jamaican, he has Jamaican heritage, but he's a really talented football player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, when I see a Phil Foden, I see what Raheem Sterling should be when I see a Phil Foden. And I hope Phil Foden remains focused and remain under the tutelage of a Pep Guardiola, because
Yeah.
I only see him growing. Now, speaking, if I would like to see Raheem Sterling remain at Chelsea, yes, of course, because I think that there is still something there that he can offer to the team. But him himself first need to block social media, block the world out, and focus
Yeah.
on your football, focus on your career.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, man. It's such a unfortunate situation that he's in right now, and the part of it, Jig, I think it's like, when you are in that like, as you say, a predicament, a family situation happens to you, and then the pace of things is just so fast that you don't even have time to seek for that therapy that you need to actually fully recover and mentally reset. And it's like the season has already started, things are going, and these guys end up suffering from that being in that limelight in that way, and it's just so unfortunate. Look, I'm looking at now, even say Jadon Sancho hasn't really fully, for my opinion, also healed from what he was going through, but we can't afford to, like, as some people in the fan base obviously are just sort of like, this is a cutthroat industry. You have to be mentally strong to survive some of the hardships that you're going through, and they don't have the patience to let a guy like recover and get to where he is, because obviously if your mind is not good, your body won't be good. you know it's
That is
it,
true. That is true.
yeah, it's a really, really, really tough one. Vegeta, by the way, has been in the background. Vegeta.
What's up, bro? Yo, I don't know what conversation I just rocked into. That sounds deep. What's happening with Sterling, bro?
No, like, Jake just reminded me about how, he had that family incident, that forced him to leave the World Cup. And I was wondering, like, where he's at now, also in terms of just like, his future at Chelsea, how a Chelsea fan feels about him and all that. That's and the main point that Jigga said is just like mental health is so underlooked and not treated enough, That's what we were just
Yeah,
talking about,
I won't
Yeah.
lie. I didn't know about the whole World Cup thing, but if that's the case, Sterling has been hard done since he was young. When he moved from Liverpool to City, he's always had the microscope of football on him, bro. So he's never had
That
an
is true.
easy time of it, in my opinion. He's never had an easy time of it. And so if you compound that with personal issues, bro, Lord knows what that kid,
Mhm,
that guy, I want to say kid, he's old now, but that guy is going through.
mhm,
And I don't
Mhm.
want to have a
mhm,
situation whereby we have like another Sterling interview, like with Dele Alli, and we hear
Yes,
that he's been
exactly.
through the most, and we've been out here just being, yo. Because then his
Yeah,
mental health must be in a different place altogether. That's why I asked when I came in, like, what is Sterling going through?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I don't want to be insensitive. No
yeah,
matter how much I want him to succeed as a footballer, as a fan, I don't.
mhm,
Doesn't matter how much I want him to be good as a fan. If he's going through the most in his personal life, I can't speak to that.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
mhm. No,
yeah,
another thing I want you guys to look at, and not just with Raheem Sterling, but I want you to look at a few players in recent time. Mm, I would say about 80 to 90% of the players that have been transferred or bought in recent transfer windows with high price tags have failed to live up to that price tag. That is
Mm-hmm.
also an added pressure. Like,
Yes.
I am being paid more than everybody else on this team, and I'm expected to perform a certain way. So that weighs a lot on my mind when I get onto the pitch. Every time I touch the ball, I am expected to do great things. That messes
yeah,
with
No,
your mental
that's
space as well.
That's true. You know what's crazy? KG was saying a similar thing the other day where
mm,
he said that I think football transfers need a reset because there's certain players we're like linked to as clubs and they're like 40 million, but in reality, the person's not worth more than like 50, 20 million. And unfortunately, because they're worth so
Mhm,
much money and they're costing your club so much, as fans, maybe rightly or wrongly so, we expect a lot because growing up, it was only certain players that cost that much. If you think about it, Madrid paid what 80 million for Ronaldo, and he's Ronaldo.
mhm,
You know what I
mm,
mean?
mhm,
So
mm,
when we're saying you're worth 100 million, we're like, oh, so you're in that caliber of player, only to find out that maybe
mhm,
you're
mhm.
literally a 40, 30 million. And it's not your fault, obviously, because at the end of the day, clubs want to get the best price for you because they're a business in their heads.
okay,
Manchester United splashed out 90 something million on a player called Paul Pogba. In your
yeah.
view, did you think Manchester United got their returns or
No,
fair returns?
It was
no, we
a
got
lot.
robbed. We got robbed because think about it this way, right? We let him go for free, paid that 90 million, and let him go for free. So basically, it was like a
Mhm.
90 million euro or pound loan. That's what we got Pogba for, essentially. So
An
no, we did not.
unrepaid loan.
Yeah.
You you
No,
know,
and
yeah.
when
Go ahead.
and I'm glad you, just before you say that, I'm glad you
Yeah.
touched on that. One of the biggest criminal in football today, and I think that this man should be put in prison. He should not be. No other club should sign him for the remainder of his career, and he should
Who's
be
it?
playing on a prison team. Romelu Lukaku.
Yeah. There's
That he's on your payroll still, right?
there's two
And I'm
players
saying this
that
man
fit
should
this
be
bill.
playing for a prison team. This man, he knows how to. He has committed the crime of um obtaining money by false pretenses over and over and over again.
His
These
agent is
clubs are
just doing
buying
his
a
job.
football player and they're getting a construction worker. This man goes out there in his Timberland boots and his hard hat every day.
You know what it is? I think it's more so the agents finessing everybody because there's a couple of those. What's his name that played for PSG, Bayern Munich? He's got a pretty good agent. What's his name? Chupomoting.
Oh my God! Don't even call that man's name because I call him Chipper Nothing.
Yeah, yeah, Chupa Moting. Yeah, Chupa
Oh,
nothing.
that man has an agent of note, bro. Even at some stage, we used to think that Morata was involved in money laundering, bro. Because if you look at his performances at a club level and some of
Yeah,
the signing on
Mhm.
and the signing fees, you're like, how is this man getting signed to these clubs, bro?
Oh
Super
my God!
agent.
That is a question that I have gone on several programs and I have asked this question over and over. How does chip or nothing get signed to these prestigious clubs for these so much money, and this man sits on the bench for an entire season. He makes an appearance for the entire season. When you add up his minutes, 10 minutes. No goals, no
Yeah,
assists. But he's being paid 50 million. What?
bro.
Wait, was that
it
Vegas warming up?
How do you leave from Stoke City to PSG?
yeah.
Can somebody answer that question?
It's agency, bro.
You
Agency
got
been
the right
working over
agent there.
because at some stage he was even linked to United, hey? Chupomoting. I don't know how
Yes, he
this
was.
man
Wow.
bro, that man's agent is working overtime, is all I'm saying. Anyway, big up to the chat people. Hello. I just needed the drinks
Shut
to
up.
leave my system a bit, bro. I couldn't be on here with those drinks. I couldn't.
You know,
No,
you started drinking early, so I totally get it, bro. I get it, bro.
so let,
So,
let me get back into a little of the Euros. Earlier on in the show, you were talking about. You asked the question. Disappointments. My disappointments are Croatia. Croatia did not disappoint me. What is happening to Croatia now was expected. I said it before they played their first game. The middle of the
mm,
park for Croatia is over the age limit. You know what I mean? Like your
true.
spine, your belly they cannot keep up with these young guys.
Yeah,
So they will
yeah.
be found out. I am sorry to say, Luca, you are a beautiful footballer, one of the most beautiful midfielder I have ever watched in my entire life.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
your time has come.
Mm.
You have
It's
to
time
You
to
reckon,
pass the
decide.
baton.
you reckon
Mm,
age just caught up to him? Because his counterpart, what's his name? Tony Cruz. He's not doing too bad at this tournament, eh?
Tony Cruz is doing better. He is playing well. Tony Cruz has reinvented himself as time
Yeah.
goes by, and it has worked for him.
Okay. Fair enough, bro.
Now, this is going to be his last. This is going to be his farewell. The Euro is going to be his farewell. One like I have Tony Cruz, Xavi, Iniesta, Xavi Alonso. Those are the guys. I play defensive midfield, so when I am watching the game, I pay special attention to guys that play this
mm,
specific role.
That's actually my
mm.
favorite
And
position on the pitch, eh?
Tony Cruz is in a league in a class by himself. There's things that
Yes.
this man does with a football that
Yeah,
nobody else can. I have not seen anybody else done.
yeah.
Mm. Second
He's
half is
next
kicked off on
level.
my
He
side,
he
bots.
he has a
Me
part.
too.
Like name one other player in the world that has the passing ability and the passing range of Tony Cruz
Currently playing.
currently playing.
I don't say none because the only other person who ruined his career that actually had the potential was Pogba, but he ruined his career. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Pogba has that pass, that switch. You know.
All right, now Manchester United fans, if you guys are listening, I want you guys to know, kill me for saying this, and I
Oh
beg
no.
of you, please come at me
Oh no.
for saying this.
Let's hear it.
Paul Pogba at your club at Manchester United was
Okay.
given too much freedom to
Oh,
do what he wanted to do. No, when I say that, when I
Mm,
saw Pogba at his best, was Pogba at his best, playing a similar role to Andre Pirlo, where
mm,
Juventus played an inverted midfield where the two CDMs were actually in front of Pirlo, not
mm,
behind him, but in front. So they protected him. They gave him time on the ball to pick his passes.
mm-hmm.
Pogba was playing that similar role and he was excellent doing that role. Like he had CDMs in front of him, defending him, protecting him, and he could pick his pass. He had time on the ball to do what he wanted to do. Now, when he came to Manchester United, oh, you guys signed me for 90 million. I want to play camp.
I was about to say, I think Pogba
I
is
want to play.
actually. You know how
Go ahead.
Ten Hag is using what's his name, Scott McTominay right now, is how
Yeah.
Pogba should have been actually used,
Mm-hmm.
because Pogba makes more sense in advanced positions than as a holding. But for whatever reason, the managers we had kept trying to play him as a six, and it's like,
Yes.
no, he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have the talents to be a six.
Yeah.
His is to impact the game in the final third,
Yes.
and he
Yes.
happens to have the ability to find a man if needed be in midfield. So he's McTominay, with the difference being that
Mm-hmm.
he wants to receive the ball in midfield. You know what I'm saying? Like McTominay
Mm,
hides, but Pogba doesn't hide. He
Mm-hmm.
wants the ball, but he's not good enough, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
to be a Pirlo, in the sense that he can't anchor, he can't hold a midfield, he
Mm-hmm.
can't dictate a
Here's what
game
I
of
want to
football.
add to that, Vegeta. Here's what I want to add. It's not that he can't. He did not want to learn the actual thing. Is Pogba, he when he made his mind, or his brother told him you should be playing more advanced. It was an 8, and then Mourinho, for me, from my perspective, I think was trying to give him the proper education that a midfielder needs to get. When you're playing a box-to-box role, there's moments where you have to develop your game offensively and your game defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Now, offensively, we already knew what he could do, but Pogba, because of how
Mm-hmm.
much flair and skill that he had, because the build was there, it allowed him to be able to be that guy who can shield the ball. He had the ability to drive with the ball. He had the ability to evade a press, but he just didn't always stay disciplined and was always there to had the mindset to try and learn and get the proper education that he should have got as a midfielder and as a defensive midfielder specifically. So he just hampered his development that way and thought, oh, I'm being wasted by being played so deep, because he had the pass, but beyond the pass, that ability, like the moments where, the thing that he needed to develop next was just receiving the ball from the goalkeeper and then beating the one or two guys that are coming at you. Or not, it's not always about beating them too. It's about also choosing the simple option of oh, pass the ball back, and then from there,
But
that creates some space for your teammates
but
and new passing lanes.
you see, that's why players like him and Kobe don't suit the six, because they're thinking offensively. They're not thinking. If you look at like a Busquets
Yeah.
wasn't concerned with, I want to be the player, I want to look
Mm.
pretty. His main concern was, let me receive the ball,
Simple.
let me look for what's going on. You have to have and that's why I think, in my opinion, anyway, because I
Yeah.
remember people were saying that goalkeeper is the hardest position. I think a six, in my opinion, is the hardest position on the pitch, because not only must you shield the defense, but you must have the technical ability and intelligence to scan the pitch to know that when I do receive this ball, do I drive with it? Because remember, a six doesn't just receive the ball and pass it on. They sometimes
Yeah.
need to be able to be, in a split second, make the decision to say, okay, I'm being pressed, nobody's in a good position, let me turn, drive the ball, and then pass. And that's what people like Busquets
Mhm.
and Michael Carrick did very well. They make the game look so simple, and they played the game at slow motion, but that was simply because they were playing it at a chess level. They were playing it at two moves ahead, because they have
Mhm.
to. You're not afforded the time as a six to think, what is my next move now? You
Mm-hmm.
almost have to think, if this avenue is cut off, what do I do? Because that's the reason why,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at last season, why United was run through pause so often, was the fact that we didn't have anybody intelligent enough in the six to receive that ball and to make the right decision at the right time. That's why people were able to play through us. You don't you,
Mhm.
you don't need to have a passing midfield, but you need somebody who's technical, a person who's thinking, and somebody who explained the sixth position very well for me. And that's why he's one of my favorite players. Was Witsel at Belgium? He explained to say, dude, there's so much pressure
Oh,
on you as a six to
I,
scan all the
oh
time,
my God, man!
because
I love that. I love that player, bro. I love that player, bro.
Mm.
Witsel is an intelligent player, bro, and he's. But that's because the sixth position is unforgiving, bro. You're the one doing the
It is.
unforgivable work that people don't necessarily look at. You know, when they talk about the pass before the pass, that's the six.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
got the ball from his back
Mm-hmm.
line, and he almost has to either put them
Mm-hmm.
in a good position by playing the right pass, or put them on the back foot
Mm-hmm.
by making the wrong decision. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, not anybody, even if
Mm-hmm.
Pogba was talented, unless he has the willingness to do that work, that admin of what is the pitch looking like right now before I even receive the ball, and what do I need to do next once I receive the ball? That's why people like Busquets will always go unappreciated, and you'll appreciate more at Xavi and Iniesta. Not to say that those two players didn't do their job, but Busquets allowed them to do their job. You understand? True. He did the unrecognized. Oh, I think Netherlands is on the attack, but that's why I enjoy the six personally. I think that's one of my favorite positions. Everybody wants to score a goal, but the technical know-how of a player on the pitch. That's why I feel like we wasted, and this is a different position now. We wasted a Mata because Mata had a footballing brain, bro.
Yeah,
that man understood what the essence of what my position is as a cam.
Yeah,
to be in the right place at the right time to receive the ball. You saw that at Chelsea. At United, we threw him away, bro. We said,
well, go on the right wing, chill over there, and then return contact football.
We said whatever to that guy, bro. I couldn't believe we signed him. When we signed him, I said, what? Because he was Chelsea's player of the season when we bought him, bro. And I said, yeah, this is the right kind of player. And I think that's why, as much as we don't understand why Ten Hag wanted a Frankie de Jong, there's a reason why he wanted that sort of a player, bro. Frankie is intelligent and almost to a degree sometimes wasted at Barca because they want to play whatever the heck Xavi tried to play at Barca. And Ten Hag knows him. He used him at Ajax. He knew what he was getting. See, I think Brendan is misunderstanding.
Since you're on Manchester United, right? Question to you.
Oh no.
How many pieces do you think Manchester United need? And what pieces do they actually need to be competitive next season?
You mean the immediate future? Because we need so much. Look at Botswana's face, bro.
So the first question is how many? The first question is how many pieces and what pieces?
Okay, I can already think. At minimum, we need 5. At minimum, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's what areas?
Yeah, go ahead.
Centre back, left back, and central defensive midfield alone need to be addressed because we've lost Rafael Varane. No matter what people can say about his injury track record, but losing that caliber of a player.
Wait. Memphis Depay is about to take this free kick. Is anything?
Don't worry about it, man. That won't. Don't worry about it.
We're in the future. We're in the future.
Okay. Keep going.
we're in the future, bro. We're in the future. Don't worry.
I saw it. It hit the ball. Okay. These free kicks are dead. But all right, go ahead. Sorry.
If anything, we would be celebrating ahead of you.
Okay.
No, with all honesty, guys. When you analyze last season, right?
Yeah. It explains.
I don't know how people arrive at the conclusion that center back is not as important as the forward line, because some United fans would argue that we need to invest in strikers because we didn't score enough, whereas other fans would argue the center back. I think center back personally, because when you go to the point of needing to play Casemiro in your center back, guys, come on, let's be honest. You're playing Maguire and Casemiro in the center back position. That's ridiculous. And now we don't even have a Varane to come back to fitness. We don't have Luke Shaw.
That sounds like a club in crisis. That sounds like a club in crisis when you have to put Casemiro at centre back.
Brother, it was bad, bro. We had to survive last season, bro. I call it surviving the season, not we got out of it. But I think we need 2 centre backs because I look at it this way. Licha is never always fully fit during a season. At least for the time he's been at United, right? So we need 2. We need 2 centre backs of a first 11 caliber, in the sense that let's say Licha goes down, you still have somebody else who's good enough to plug in that hole until he comes back. Because the one thing that Licha offers us that maybe other centre backs don't is his leadership. We missed that. We missed having somebody in the back that galvanized us, that motivated us, that almost gave us that extra push that a Fernandes brings in the midfield, that a Bruno brings in the midfield. So you need 2 centre backs for that reason. That's why I wanted a Todibo, because he cost like 43 million, give or take. And then I wanted an Inacio because he's different from Todibo in the sense that he is like Martinez. He knows how to pass the ball. He knows how to advance the ball as a centre back, which is very valuable to have. And then We need another left back because Luke Shaw, in all his time at United, guys, we've been saying if he's fit, if he's fit, if he's fit. We can't keep saying if he's fit. In my opinion, we can't keep doing
Listen,
that.
man.
And
Listen, man. I am a Chelsea fan, and I have been telling these guys that we need to sell Reece James probably 3 seasons ago.
Yeah.
You see, and that's the sad thing. Reece James is a quality, but he's not available, so there's no point. You actually need both. You need availability and quality.
We spent more money. We spent more money at the doctor's office taking care of Reece James than actually giving him money and put in his pocket.
If Martial was a right back, he'd be Reece James.
Oh my God! No, well, I'm glad you called that name. You know, I am really glad you called that name. You know, no,
Yeah.
when Martial was loaned to Sevilla, he had no injuries.
That's because our medical department is another priority I've put on my list personally. So my list is director of football, because Dan Ashworth is still, we don't know what's happening with him, but we need a DOF. Medical team, because they lied to Ten Hag. They told him people were fit when they were not. He gave us false information, and it wasn't his fault. It wasn't the manager's fault. It was the medical department's fault. And I don't trust that guy from Arsenal. He's an op. That guy is here to ruin our lives, okay? He needs to go. And then from the background structure, I think we need 2 center-backs, 1 left-back for the reasons I've already stated, and 2 center midfields. And I'll tell you why. DM has been something since the days of Paul Pogba himself. We've been saying we needed. We need to unlock Paul Pogba. That stems from the fact that we never had a young midfielder that was long term. We had Nemanja Vidic, who was good, but he was old. And since Vidic, Matic, my bad. Matic. And we really haven't had Matic since he left us, if you think about it. Everybody else has been shoehorned in. Like the whole what is it? Scott and McFred?
Yeah.
What do we call them? McFred.
They
are not as. They were 2 people we tried to combine into one position technically.
Yeah.
because we wanted the legs of Fred. I mean the legs of Scott with the technical ability of Fred. It didn't work out for us. So we need 2 6s. And I'll say we need 2 because if 1 6 gets injured, we are back to square one, in my opinion. That's why we need 2 DMs.
And both
that's
of
even
them
before
have to complement Kobe too. It's not just like
exactly.
I feel like build around Maino. That's like somebody that you have to make sure that will.
No, I agree with you, boss, because people want to play Kobe in the 6, and you're wasting him. Kobe is a shade-off Pogba type player. He needs to be advanced. That's what you can even tell when he scores his goals. That's where he's like most comfortable. Yes, he can play the 6 because he's a kid he wants to listen to his manager. But if you want to get the best out of him, in my opinion, 8. Let him be a box-to-box, score a few goals, receive the ball. That's Kobe's position. So you're right in the sense that we need to get a DM that allows Kobe to do that. And also allows Bruno to do that. Because sometimes if you watch our team, Bruno is so frustrated with our lack of midfield that he almost tries to do everything. He's almost like trying to be a 6 and 8 to 10. We're like, Bruno,
all in one.
He just needs you in the advanced position, create goals, score goals. But he needs a central defensive midfielder that allows him to do that. So that's why I want the back line sorted and the DM, because then you're building on something solid. And that's what United fans don't want to understand. You need to have a solid foundation to have a good season.
This guy's injured. Hold on.
So question here.
Question: is there anything happening in the next 30 seconds? Because I want to run and grab my phone.
Nah.
Okay.
No. Listen to this question before you go, though. Before you go.
Okay.
Does Harry Maguire start for Manchester United next season?
No.
Squad player.
No.
Squad
but
player.
The one thing that Maguire has proved, his mentality is strong enough that I would keep him as a squad player. He's at least proved that much.
Vegeta, I wanted to bring up Maguire when we're having the mental health conversation, because Maguire is somebody who has been able to just like send a lot of hate, bro. He's in the top 3, or was in the top 3 of most trolled players. Most players getting like a lot of hate on social media, but he did not that get his head. Like that guy's
I
mentality
I
has to
I
be
I
commended. We
I,
don't.
I call him Bob the Builder.
I'm getting my
And you know what's crazy? And you know what's crazy? In the face of all of that, the name callings. Remember, we called him Fridge, Big Head, Slap Head.
Mm-hmm.
We called him everything, bro. He didn't tweet. He didn't send his brothers. He didn't. Maguire put his head down, and when he was given the opportunity, he
Mm-hmm.
played. And like Bren is saying in the chat, he was our best center back last season. To a point where when he got injured, we were like, "Oh, screw us, bro. We're screwed because we don't have
Mm-hmm.
Maguire." The person we were trying to sell before in the summer turned out to be our
Mm-hmm.
best. So I'd keep him on as a backup, but not
Mm-hmm.
Lindelof. Lindelof has to go immediately. I don't. There's no room for Lindelof at United anymore.
So based on what you're saying, Manchester United will be a very rich club next season coming, based on the fact that there are a lot of players that need to be offloaded. I think Casemiro should be shown the door now. As you said,
Hmm?
Varane is already out. Luke Shaw should be shown the door. Um, hmm, in my
Can
view,
I be honest with
who
you?
will? Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'll be a rich club because I think we need to take the Arsenal approach in the sense that people don't want to pay 40 million for Maguire. So we kind of have to bite
Mm-hmm.
the bullet. And people don't want to pay for a Luke Shaw. So you might have to rip up his contract and let him go on his merry way because of some of the wages that we have people on. So I think the one thing that United fans have to make peace with is making a loss in the short term for the benefit of
Mm-hmm.
the long term. I think Ineos has to invest a lot of their budgets in saying, if we can't sell you, so we're going to try sell you, but if we can't get
Mm-hmm.
anything for you that is reasonable, because that's another thing, we're trying to set a different precedent in our market. We don't want to be messed around with anymore. So if we can't get a good price for you, what we're going to tell the footballing world is, you're so bad, you're not good enough for us. We're going to pay you your money and get the hell out. So I don't think we'll make a lot of money from these guys because United fans have bashed them enough. They say they're bad. So people don't want to pay them for don't pay anything for them. Just rip up the contract and sell them. Make space for more people because that also impacts financial fair play at the end of the day. If you don't have people on your wage book that are earning
Mm-hmm.
200,000 a week, you can afford to sign more people. You can afford to put more money in. That's another thing that people don't understand. We're not everybody's going to be sold, is what I'm trying to say. And we lost a lot of people
So
on the free this summer because we didn't renew the contracts, like Martial. I
mm-hmm.
don't know who else, but there's a lot of people we lost for free, and that's fine. That's why I don't like the whole Johnny Evans deal and the Tom Heaton. Like, why? Just let them go
Why?
for free.
Yes, I'm asking the same question. Why? Why was Johnny Evans even offered a contract at Manchester United?
I don't know. Look, he was good for what he was last season, but he wasn't worth giving him a contract for next season. Let him go for free because then you're not paying anything for him. And I think that's the other logic behind keeping Ten Hag. We either could have paid 9 million to get rid of him. I think it was 9 or 10 million, or we keep him because he's on his last year and he earns
Mm-hmm.
his next contract. So that's why I'm saying, and I said this to United fans since the beginning, we need to have realistic expectations. We need
Mm-hmm.
5 or 6 players. I think we can get 5. We need to sell a lot of them because Ten Hag didn't get that opportunity when he joined. A lot of these guys are still from Van Gaal, Mourinho, and Oli. At least get rid of all the Van Gaal guys and the Mourinho guys. We can deal with the Oli people later on, in my opinion. But from you said you're a Chelsea fan, right?
Yes.
So from a Chelsea perspective, bro, because from the outside looking in, I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like I get where Todd Bowley was going with his squad building. Yes, but you're gonna be sleeping, bro. That is not the right meal for right now. Oh
got
no, we
rice,
lost him.
some salmon, some carrots, some peas.
Oh
It's
no,
it's happening. It's
we
more
lost our person.
exciting on my plate than in this game right now. It's still 0-0.
It's still 0-0.
Anyway,
France on the attack. I don't know if we're gonna get anything out of this, but I wanted to ask him, like, what does he feel Chelsea should do? Because I get the whole going young thing and giving them infinite contracts, but I think
So
infinite.
as I was saying before, I got disconnected. I stepped out of the car. Todd Bowley turned Chelsea Football Club into Chelsea the business club. From a business perspective, these guys were given long contracts based on the fact that they're young, and they're seeing potential with the possibility of them being sold on later on in the future.
And financial
Bowley has owned a MLB Major League Baseball team, and he has owned a NFL team, both of which are successful. And I went and I researched why were these teams successful. In the first 2 years of his takeover in both of these franchises, he bought a lot of players, and everybody was like, what are these teams doing? Like, why are they buying so many players? In year 2, year 3, we start to see some of these players, we start to see their potential, and then they start to hold
on. I'm waking up the people in this house.
There was a goal?
There's a goal. The Netherlands. No, is that the Netherlands? No, they're attacking on my screen.
It's the Netherlands, broski. I think it's Memphis making it look too easy. Oh no, offside. Oh, offside flag. You know what's funny about the offside? The ref literally went to the guy with the flag and then he raised it. You know how crazy that is. The ref literally ran. The ref literally ran.
You called it, Brendan. You said the goal is gonna happen in about 10 minutes, and 3 minutes after your comment, it happened.
Offside? Where is the offside? Nah, this is the English dude. It's referee. Cracking.
No, the offside has been so well done by technology here, bro.
No, bro. This is not an offside, bro. I saw the replay. That's not an offside. That can't be offside. Even Simmons
obstructing the goal. Wait, what?
Nah, bro. Unless, guys, football rules change every day. Can somebody maybe enlighten me? That looked like a genuine onside goal, in my opinion.
Not offside. It's a highway robbery. What is going on?
Guys.
That guy was so close to the goalkeeper, bro.
Guys, listen. The referees got their instructions. France must win this game or draw. Do not allow the opposition to score on France. They must go all the way to the semifinals. The referees have gotten their instructions in the dressing room. So whatever team France is playing, they cannot win against France.
Virgil, I'm with you, brother. You fight that. That is a offside of crackheadness. I don't get the whole.
No, that's not offside. He's obstructing the goalie from his line of vision or is diving. Like I don't know exactly.
Guys, what kind of rule is that now? So I can be in a position because the guy can't dive.
Line of sight,
guys.
bro.
No, this is feeling United-ish. You know when in United they try to find a reason not to give us a goal. This is what this is feeling like, bro. This is what this is feeling like. It's not clear and obvious. It is not clear and obvious, and therefore it should be given to the attacker the benefit of the doubt. It's not our fault that France sucks. Okay, France need to do better.
This is probably the longest video check I've ever seen. This competition.
This referee is so lucky that I'm actually on StreamYard right now because I'd be swearing at the screen right now, bro.
No goal. Apparently, Joe Blackman in the future.
It's no goal. But look now they pan to Mbappe, the politician, and he's also saying no goal.
That is crazy.
Broski. What in the cheating is this, bro? No, but guys, that's not enough of an obstruction or whatever. The Dutch player is not that. Is it the Dutch player's fault that the guy can't dive? What must happen?
Well, he can't dive through him. Come on now.
No, but dude, he's not trying to. He's just in that position, but the ball's not going to.
Doing
The
what?
point is,
Other players
he
are
was
out there.
no, but he was attacking bots. He was attacking, and then he found himself in an offside position. That's why he didn't even engage the ball.
It's his fault, bro. He should have made sure. Why is everybody else this side and he's the one closest to the game?
I feel like
I guess he's the only one, right?
bro. So what are we saying now? When people, guys, are we saying that this guy put himself in that position on purpose now to obstruct the goalkeeper? That's ridiculous. Maybe the goalkeeper should position himself better when he sees that he's obstructed. How about that?
Nah. What's the goalkeeper supposed to do? Injure himself by diving into the guy? Be serious.
What's the player supposed to do? He made a run. They didn't pass him the ball. He's offside. So now he must twist his ankle to move out of the place.
This sounds like this game is going to be a draw.
Bro, you know what, nah? I thought I could support France, but this is dirty. I don't like this. just like England, I actually need them to lose now, because this is crap. In fact, I'm removing all of my France players for my team. I can't deal with this.
Your fantasy team?
I'm removing all of my French players.
Damn! Look at this replay. No, why are they deeming it as offside? He can't. He's obstructing the guy from diving.
But he's not, bro. If you look at the body language of the player, he's not engaging because the player knows he's offside. He can't do anything. That's why and the space between him and the player and the player and the goalkeeper is enough for that guy to do something else, bro. Just dive.
You know what I'm
When I was a young,
this is the most controversial Euros so far. Go ahead, Jigga.
no, when I was a young lad growing up playing football in the little island of Jamaica, I was taught the offside rule was when there is space between you and the last man.
Mhm.
Then the rule changed to any part of your body that is beyond the last man that can score a goal now is considered to be an offside. So I remember the days when a striker would stand on the defender and he would point over the line and say, "That's where I want the ball to be played." He could even put his head over there and said, "Put it here." No, he can't do that again. You see how football has become ridiculous now.
Yeah.
Strikers cannot make a stutter run anymore. You know what I mean? Like you're making the game so difficult for those strikers up there, man. Honestly, you are making the games really difficult. Even the handball rule where you're saying that your arm is supposed to be at a certain angle when you're. I'm like, what are these guys saying, bro? Like, I am seeing people sliding, right? And their hands are on the floor, and they give a handball for that. Like, what are they going to use to support their body when they're going down on the ground? Like, what? No, I was also taught when you're jumping in football, you could use your hands to generate power.
Momentum too. Yeah.
Yes. No, you can't do that again.
Now you must not do that. Now you must somehow define the laws of physics and still get the same airtime.
I don't know. This game, I guess in 2030, we'll be sitting down here, football power, or watching AIs playing the game.
For real, it's going in that direction. So how do you solve the handball problem though? Like, there's the option. Here's this option one of anytime it touches the person's hand, whether it's natural, unnatural position, handball, or leave it in the gray area where you're judging what is the natural position.
Bro, it's
where do
called
you guys
football, bro. It's called football, bro. No hands, bro. The only person who's supposed to be using their hands is the goalkeeper. That's simply, you know what it is, Bappy, for me. I don't know what the answer is, but simplify it. This whole ball to hand, natural position, you are in the x-axis, you're in the y-axis. We don't know anymore, bro. Just simplify the rule, bro. Make it easy. Like reduce the amount of interpretation because with the
Yes.
rules we have now, they're
Yes.
open to
Well said.
interpretation. What does natural position mean? You know what I'm
So
saying?
so Vegeta, you want to go back to the anytime it touches a hand is a penalty.
It's a handball. It's a handball, bro. Just it is what it is.
It is what it is. Handball is a handball. I agree.
Even so, you want defenders to be like that on house arrest every time.
Bro,
Like that's
handball is handball. This is called football.
I
And,
understand what
remember,
you're saying. Okay.
remember,
R-
English fans don't want us to call it soccer. They call it
Mm.
football to address the whole we play with feet. So
So
if you're not a goalkeeper and it hits your hands, it's a foul.
at one point, it was if your hands touch the ball and it deviates the trajectory of the ball, then it's deemed to be a handball.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Does that make sense? Or was that too much big words for the simple man to understand?
No. I got you. Don't worry.
That makes sense.
I just think simplified, but like whatever that means, I think get people who've actually played football in a room because they understand the physics behind playing, the sport. Just simplify it. Stop this natural position nonsense. Find a way to say, dude, if the ball hits your hand, it's a foul. If it's in the box, it's a
So
penalty.
what's your arms natural position if you're tracking back and you're running back? What's your arms? You can't run. You can't run with your hands down by your side.
Exactly, but that's my point. Right now, we're saying natural position, which leaves it up to interpretation, which means whoever the referee on the day is can decide what natural position means. Because natural position could be picking your nose, it could be protecting your face, it could be you doing, like army pose where your hands are next to you.
No, but I have seen handball called for free kick being taken, and a man standing in the wall, and he puts his hand, ball is kicked, and he put his hand in front of his face to protect his face. Handball.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played the sports enough to try and make a judgment call, but it's getting out of hand because it's getting to a point where strikers are literally hitting the ball into the hand instead of playing football to try and get a handball. I've seen that. People will literally pass into your hand to try and get a handball.
Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, wow. It always has to be a United player that he's used as an example. Well, it could be worse. You could have a Marco Correa who's diving all over the place, I had to throw it back at you.
By the way, Joe was disagreeing with you, Vegeta. He says, nah, that's crazy for you to say handball if it hits your hand in any position. It doesn't matter. Like Joe wants to
No,
play
I think Joe is I'm saying I don't know. I don't have the answer, Joe. But what I'm trying to say is for me, whatever answer has to be the most simple answer because the minute we get into complexities of natural position is where we start running into issues. Because we got waste men like this guy, what's his name? Martin Taylor. You say natural position. You want him to interpret natural position for your team. Good luck. He will say natural position is anything. If he hates United, he'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, why is his hand on his face? Why is he protecting his face? It shouldn't be there. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying don't leave it open to interpretation because then you'll get the PGM, whatever those guys are called, saying,
PG
oh, no, that's a great, that's a great call. The referee did the right.
He says natural position, but ball kick and man hand goes to face. That's natural reaction.
Brother, that's what I'm trying to say.
Natural.
But see, that's what I'm trying to say. That if you're saying that the hand must be in natural position, then objectively, I want to know what does natural position mean from an objective perspective? It means nothing because you mean
Nothing.
that the referee on the day
It's a
is going to make
subjective
a call.
interpretation. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. And that's when you're gonna get the inconsistencies, and that's when you're gonna get friends saying, "Oh, but in my game, in that position, it was called." Well, your referee decided on that day it was a handball, whereas our referee decided it is not a handball. So now we're saying that people. Okay, think of it this way, right? If you were programming a robot, what would you tell
Mhm.
that robot handball was? And that's the answer, in my opinion. Because the robot is not going to care what club you're in, what day it is, where the sun is in the sky, if it's raining or not. It's just going to make a call based on the information given to it. You,
Sure.
you get what I'm saying?
I get you, yeah. I'm sisters, Stephanie. Earlier on, Stephanie said handball is simple, just for hitting hands. It's not called arm ball. Um, Mark says it should not be machine. The English refs overruled the automatic offside rule. Brendan with a crazy also suggestion. How about putting footballers in a street jacket?
How are they going to, how are they going to generate pace and acceleration? Oh gosh.
How about chop the arms off? How about that? Oh man.
Because
Wow.
let's talk about this for real. Because now we've got instances where they'll say above the elbow is okay,
Yeah.
but below the elbow. So what are you saying that my biceps and triceps are not part of my arm and hand?
No, it's
So
not.
what
Doesn't
are,
it start here?
hey broski, I've
Above
seen
the,
what you say as
above
long
the
as it's above.
bicep.
Hey bro, I've seen as long as it's above the what do you call this now?
Tricep, bicep,
It's
what? Or what?
bro, but that's my point. But now we're playing anatomy in football. What are we doing? Are we doctors now?
It
If
is
it's above the tibia, it's fine.
it is very interesting that we're in a watch along France versus Netherlands,
Right?
and we're speaking about natural position of handball or what the handball rule is. When I can clearly remember Thierry Henry with his hand took a ball that was going outside and put it back on the inside of play and scored. I think
Mm,
that goal caused France to qualify for. I can't remember if it was for the Euros or it caused them to qualify for the World Cup in that time.
yeah.
The ball was literally going outside at the goal post, and he stuck his hand out, and he just swat the ball back in, and then tap it into the goal.
You know, when you say this, you
Wow.
remind me of what Qatar just did to India the other day. The ball went out of play. They dragged it into play and scored a goal, knocking India out of the World Cup qualifiers. That was so
Oh
harsh.
no!
That
That's
was.
crazy.
But you know what? I told you guys earlier on when we were watching the game at 6 or 5 p.m. UK that this game's gonna be dead, bro. Netherlands is not that great, and France really stole the first game if you really think about it. So I don't
Mm.
know what we expected coming into this. These
Hmm.
But
guys
that
can do
was one of
anything
the
but score
favorites,
a
though.
goal. On
Well,
paper,
Zeal said Ireland, by the way. It was against Ireland, Jigger.
Oh yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Ireland has
Thank
never put
you.
a on Henry.
remember that a world I think it was a World Cup was decided by a handball, the hand of glory.
The
Where
hand
was
of
the
God.
handball rule?
The
Hand of
the hand
God,
of
sorry.
God.
Mhm.
Maradona. Where was the handball rule in that? What was the natural
England.
position for that goal?
No, they were
England.
still fighting the rules. Come on.
England has never has never won another trophy after that. Eh? Wow.
So you're saying anyway, I won't say.
I think so. Can we say that England got slapped with the hand of God? And then probably that's the same hand that slapped Harry Kane. That's why he
I just
can't win
think
a
at this
title.
stage,
You got oh no! Oh
I don't know how we
Lord!
No,
Repeat after me.
England.
It isn't coming home.
It isn't coming home.
sure.
England has brought a Southgate to the work to the Euros. What has Southgate won in his playing career? Like, check the teams that he has played for in his playing career. What has he won? What has he won as a manager?
Manager of the month.
The month of what? April?
I think it was November or something like that. It was like
Manager of the month.
yeah,
Gareth.
he won manager of the month.
How many times? Once?
Yeah. Like everybody drew, and he was one of the only guys. His team was the one that like got a win, and most people drew. You know, in that month.
I'm guessing they played teams like Gibraltar and Latvia and.
No. When he was still manager of a club, that was when he was.
Oh,
wait, was it Cardiff? When he was manager of Cardiff, he won manager of them. Because man, that's the last club he managed, I think. Oh, bronze.
No, was it Middlesbrough was the last team he managed?
Middlesbrough.
Yeah,
Middlesbrough.
Oh, they missed a flipping cutback. United always concede those.
And he never brought Middlesbrough to the Premier League, did he?
No, he got relegated.
Oh, he got relegated with Middlesbrough.
Yes.
He won
So-
best manager.
So that's the criteria to become the next England manager. Get your ass relegated, man. Come on, Shandai. You could do it.
Company got relegated and got the Bayern job, so maybe it works.
So,
Who knows?
Come on, Shandai. You could do it. You could do it, Shandai. You could get Everton relegated.
You know what's crazy when they got
do better than Gareth Southgate for
and
real.
Gareth Southgate. Yeah, I do agree. When they got what's his name? Big Sam. I actually thought they could do something, and then he got wrapped up in shenanigans. I was like, oh,
There you go. There we go again. Another relegation man to lead England. Oh my lord.
Nah, but I feel like he was better than this guy, bro. This guy's job is just to turn up in a waistcoat, bro. That's his job.
Shay is still believing that it's gonna come home.
Well, Shay,
Big
I
up,
would
Shay.
say call up Oli right now. At least his Vibes football did a lot more for us than whatever's going on here.
I must say that the trophy is already home in Germany. I strongly believe that's where it will stay.
Yeah.
I'm holding out for Portugal because that was my prediction. I have to die on that hill.
You have to die on the Portuguese hill.
I have to die on that hill, bro.
Bro, the manager, they have a manager, a Southgate region called Martinez.
I hate that guy, bro. Martinez wasted the Belgium golden age. Oh, France is on the attack.
Don't worry about it.
France does nothing. Useless. Absolutely useless. Once I feel like you should be recording some of our reactions to use for your soundboard, you know? I feel like you've got some reactions on this channel.
For real.
Oh, this game has been so boring, guys. I'm not lying.
How much edit time? For the ones that are in the future? I think it's gonna be 3 minutes.
Wow, it's 19 minutes. I didn't even notice.
Bro, this went so fast.
Oh,
so boring.
It's the smaller teams that have been giving us good games.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree. Yes,
I'm doing the Romania watch along next. Screw these guys.
definitely.
Oh no! I just realized that we hyped ourselves with the big teams and they did nothing for us.
No. Usually this is how the tournaments usually pan themselves out. You know, the big boys don't really show up until the second round. They kind of played cool for the first round, you know, and not to get any injuries, and you know, just
what's crazy?
Going through the gears.
When Portugal won the Euros, they actually didn't win a lot of their games. They just drew extra time penalties, and they actually ended up winning it.
Bro,
How crazy is that?
The Euros is a very weird tournament. I remember that year when I saw Greece won this tournament, and I was like, what am
What?
I witnessing? Like, what is going on here?
Look at Stephanie's comment. Oh my gosh.
If Greece could win the Euros, why cannot England win the Euros, fam?
For real.
Southgate. Kryptonite.
Oh my! England has, if not top 3 best team on paper going into the Euros.
Bro, like I feel like Brendan is my arch nemesis, bro. What did I do to Brendan, bro? I'm watching the game. I'm on here. I have to be excited for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it becomes
10 minutes
boring.
after that goal. That's why. That's why Brendan is calling you out.
Bro. No, but you know what's crazy, bro? I enjoy reading Brendan's comments. I don't know what I did to him. Him and man, the Tata seem to not like me. What did I do to them?
You know that 50 Cent video when he says, "What the hell did they say F me for?" You know?
Bro, I thought people wanted us to actually be emotive in this watch along, and that's honestly how I watch football. That's why
No, they want
guys,
you to be you, Rosetta. Just be you.
if you guys
If you're
watch,
not a-
no, but that's how I am when I watch football games, right? Even if it's not a goal, if I see almost a goal, I'll be like, then I get let down. That's how I am personally. Again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, you won't see those things. Plus, I've revealed my face, so next season there'll be a face.
Hey. He says it's nothing personal. You just keep tripping over the ball. Don't blame me.
Fair enough, bro. I'm just reacting to the game, though. Just to
Southgate staying in Germany to manage Bayern when company gets sacked to look after cursed Kane. Ooh.
Boy, he's not getting on the plane home.
But the Kane curse can't be ignored, bro. How do you go to Bayern and they go from winning one title to 0?
No,
0.
Bro, I want you to really look at this curse like it's real. If Bayern had finished second, then first place and second place plays for a trophy. I can't remember what the name of the title is, but Bayern somehow managed to finish third.
Bro, that guy cursed. No, that guy is cursed, bro. Bro, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, if
it's
they don't
the hurricane
win,
curse. You see what they did? They just were like, Jada, stop talking.
but think about it, right? He had an option between, I think at the time it was Chelsea, United,
City,
and Bayern, and City, right? And we said no, go to Bayern because Bayern always win a league, and you can't have a legacy of you score all these goals but win nothing. So when he went to Bayern, we said, oh, look at that, Kane is making a good decision for his career for once. Only for him to not win a league. How?
Thank you.
No, Stephanie says it's called the Bundesliga, bro. That's
full time, by the way, and it's a boring 0-0.
What the most unsatisfying game of the Euros so far for me? Like, what? I was expecting so much from this.
I'm expecting Italy to play the boring type of football that we know Italy plays, defensive, rugged but defensive, 1-0 hard win at the end of the game. I'm not expecting a France to play against the Netherlands and not score a goal.
Right.
France.
Oh my God, man.
Brendan is sending Kane to Chelsea when Todd B will be changing his transfer policy to 30+ year players.
Well,
you must not like
they
could use Kane actually.
We could use Kane, and I would take a Kane. I think if he does put on that blue, probably he will break the curse because he has. All his career he has been wearing a white jersey, or he tried a red. No, try a blue.
Also, Jiga, the number 9 shirt has been cursed for Chelsea for a while.
I was about
now.
to say, bro, do you want
Yes.
to include the 10 Juge with the number 9 Juge?
It's
That's
quite
too much
cursed to
Juge.
curse. Quite
That's
cursed.
too much.
Oh,
There's too much Juge going on right now. So you want to have a striker that scores but wins nothing, plus a curse that says, because the only striker, technically, in my opinion, that I've watched recently, besides like Drogba, is what's his name, Costa. He was brilliant.
Mhm.
Diego Costa.
Yes,
Mhm.
Costa was the last brilliant striker they had.
Yeah.
I hated playing against that guy. He was so good.
Well, I guess Chelsea has been cursed since Costa.
Bro, I
I
used
would
to ask
agree.
myself,
Like,
why didn't we get Costa, bro? That guy was a
bro,
bully. He scored goals. But,
Yeah.
bro, that man.
you know, the first time I have ever cursed at a television watching a football game was watching Fernando Torres playing for Chelsea.
Hectic.
Oh, yeah.
That was the
That-
first time I was ever watching a Chelsea game, and I got up and I was like, "What the? Turn this TV off!"
Well, you see,
Damn.
Iman Khan's
Damn.
comment, you see what you did with that wheel of yours? Now I'm out. I'm
Now you're
out.
oh wait before we
I'm
do that, I want us to say, yeah, guys, it's ended 0-0. It's a boring draw, but you know what? The result means Poland is the first team to be definitively knocked out of the Euros. They can
That
get
means
back
I'm
on the
out.
plane, you know. And
out.
yeah, let's actually wrap up the conversation with this. Why is Olise going to Bayern? That was Zeal's question. You know,
Easy.
They
to go
need help.
experiment with company. What's your answer, Vegeta?
Wow. I know that he didn't go to Chelsea because Chelsea were like, nah, too expensive. But Bayern, that's random.
I know my answer. You know, bro, like look at the career of Kingsley Coleman. Look at the career of, like, you're gonna win trophy after trophy after trophy. You're gonna get
No,
so
you're not.
high.
No, you're not.
Unless Kane,
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Bayern,
No, it's not.
they're gonna fire company soon. Don't worry about company. You're worried about
I'm not.
company.
I'm not worried about company. I'm worried about
They had-
Kane.
they had Tommy Tuchel and Kane, bro, and they still
So
won
you don't
0.
think
So,
Olise
zilch.
and Kane could cook? That
Bro,
lineup was
bro,
crazy.
the first game Olise plays for Bayern, he's gonna be injured out for 6 months.
Oh no. No, don't
I
say
did
that.
not think like that. Wow. Is he going to Bayern? Is this confirmed?
Is this real news though?
He can outlast Kane. Mark says he can outlast Kane. The Kane curse is gonna wear off eventually.
Yeah, but the injuries is gonna take a toll on his body after a while. So
Damn.
he's one of them that I honestly I looked at him as a Chelsea fan. I looked at his injury record, and it's not a really good one. You know, like he has a lot of injuries. He's a really good player, really talented player, but even when Chelsea was signing Nkunku, I was like, oh my God, what are we doing here? You know, and I put Olise kind of similar in that role as it's a 50-50.
Well, good luck
But
to him, you know.
yeah, I wish him all the best.
He passed A-level German and went to. Oh boy, Luen says, is it weird that I saw Rabiot a moment ago, couldn't think of his name, but automatically thought Mama's boy? Nah, it's not weird. Hey, you know, Rabiot, respect to Rabiot. His mom is the agent and just controlling things there. Serious question,
This
guys.
is a real question.
Did I dodge a bullet losing France?
Losing France.
Oh, you mean in the wheel of misfortune that we were playing? Maybe, but I think France will be fine. France is going to go.
I would still take France as crap as they've been. Poland is already out. Like, I've got no team for the rest of this tournament. I'm just a neutral everywhere.
So Lewandowski will go down as one of the greatest strikers that we have ever seen in this generation to not win a international trophy.
Damn.
Oh well,
That is so true, actually.
Club
Yeah.
legend. Legendary career at club level.
You can't have
Same
it all,
can
right?
same can be said for Zlatan.
So unfortunate. Yeah, Zlatan. He's in the Zlatan category.
Mhm.
Damn. Noah says, bro, this was the worst game I've ever seen in the Euros. The English referees are disgrace. Let's hear from him briefly because we're about to wrap up the show, guys, before we start the happy hour. As well as Zeal is in the house, man. Like Zeal. What's up, bro?
I'm all right, buddy. I'm all right.
We're good.
Thanks
Thank you for
thanks
calling
for having
in.
me on.
What's up?
It's your first time here, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
it is.
So
It's a
thank
pleasure
you
to
for your...
meet you, fellas. Well done.
Yes, sir.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thoughts
I don't know what to say,
on
really.
Netherlands, France? That's where we're at right now.
Yeah. Okay, look at it this way. The French rely a lot on Mbappe.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do. The World Cup final showed us that one. First things first. So let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Now the other thing is, I think I appreciate the fact that they've called back N'Golo Kante, and he had a very good game. He had a very decent game on that first game. Yeah.
Best CDM in the world.
I beg your pardon? What did you say?
Best CDM in the world. We're gonna sign him back at Chelsea next season. No worry.
Okay.
Come on, bro.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate where you're coming from. I'm sorry I'm moving around because I'm on my mobile phone. Yeah.
He's a Chelsea fan, Zio.
Yeah. I got that when he was going on about the Chelsea thing. Yeah. Look, I'm not dissing. I'm not dissing N'Golo Kante at all.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But you've got Camavinga on the bench.
Ooh.
You've got Camavinga on the bench. Even at Madrid, Camavinga plays before Tchouaméni. No. Now, the way I see it, yeah, it looks all rosy on the outside. It looks all rosy on the side, but something tells me, yeah, that middle there, that middle right in front of that in front of that defense, that middle there, that three, those three there, there is a certain imbalance there. N'Golo Kante is going to charge. That's what he does. He charges. Yeah, he charges. But you also need somebody to sit there. Who is sitting there?
Yeah.
To protect.
Who is actually sitting? Who is sitting there? If you play Camavinga there, Camavinga does not actually sit. He needs to sit with somebody there. You now play Rabiot. There. Rabiot likes to move. The French won the World Cup with which squad? With Pogba, N'Golo Kante, and who? Anybody can remember?
Tchouaméni.
No.
Griezmann. Who was playing him?
Matuidi.
Blaise Matuidi.
Yes. Yeah.
Blaise Matuidi. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now,
I
you do
remember
not have a Blaise Matuidi, and your Blaise Matuidi, Your Blaise Matuidi, you're putting on the bench, which is Camavinga. I appreciate N'Golo Kante. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Understood.
If you play, I believe my perspective is if you play Camavinga and Tchouaméni, yeah, you get a certain balance you will not get with N'Golo Kante. That's not my perspective.
And you get a chemistry coming from Real Madrid. They already know, you know.
True.
I mean, if you think about all the great teams, yeah, national team footballs. Let's start with the German national team. When they won the World Cup, they had like 4 or 5 of them playing for Bayern. Before that World Cup, see what happens in Germany. Everybody goes, oh, Bayern Munich always buys the big team. Why they do that is because that's from where they source the national team. Yep. It's a federation thing. The same people who run the Bayern Football Club as also the same people at the top levels of the German FA. If you remember when they won the World Cup, they just bought Hummels. They went there for a bit. When they won the World Cup, what did they do?
Sold him.
Yeah.
If you're that good and you're German, I don't care. I don't care. They're buying you. And you go there and they'll build a squad of the core fabric of the team, say about 4 or 5 players, 6 players, and you see them, they'll go win the tournament. When Spain won the Euro,
That's the
Xavi
Barcelona squad.
You know the list.
That was the Barcelona squad. That was the Barcelona squad.
Barcelona and Real Madrid. They had just one. When they first won the World Cup, they had one player. No, the Euro. They had one player outside the two clubs, which was Capdevila, who played left back, who was playing for Villarreal at the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
For you, with the so-called English golden generation, had how many Man United players in it?
Ooh.
1, 2, 3. 3 to 4.
They had more. Come on, Gary Neville, Ferdinand.
Gary Neville scores
Beckham.
Thank you. I mean, the list.
That's it for Tobias.
Right. For you to win a tournament, the core fabric of the team has to come from a specific club. Why do you think Portugal is struggling? Everybody plays Mancity, Real Madrid, Bayern. They got good players, don't get me wrong. They got decent players, but they all play
different style.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By the time they get, say, if you see the Portuguese team now, they've got a few players who play in England. Yeah? If you notice now, they got a few players who play in England. Because they've not got a few players playing in one league, that might actually help them to win the World Cup. They will not win the Euro, but Portugal will definitely win the World Cup. I can comfortably say that one now.
Nah.
Okay. Let's not go there. Let's just forget that one till then.
Nah, let's wait
as long as there's life, there's hope.
You know, I had Portugal winning the last World Cup.
Yeah, they need to lose Ronaldo. When Ronaldo being there, they're not going to win the Euros now.
Zil, I hear what you're saying. I have something I want to ask you. Don't you think Portugal is it's not being hindered by Ronaldo, but it's being hindered by Bernardo Silva, who cuts in and does not have pace? Because like the way Portugal have been playing, like if you saw the last game, there's a lot of passes, a lot of the attacks are very much like that. They're very direct. They're almost kind of too quick for Bernardo Silva, and then he sort of like allows the opposition to. He's a great player, great touches, great movement, but he's too predictable and not fast enough to be on the right wing. What do you think about that?
Right. You know when we spoke about this Ronaldo, I said about Ronaldo,
yeah.
And you're talking about Bernardo. Yeah, they're playing Bernardo on the outside. Yeah, they're not supposed to play Bernardo outside. Why they're playing Bernardo on the outside is because he's got a bit of tech on him, so that he can take on somebody one-on-one. You get me? But if you're saying that you switch Bernardo and play in the middle, that means you take Jean-Felix. Yeah? That means you gotta have to move Jean-Felix. Yeah? And move him to where Rafael Leão is. And put Rafael Leão on the bench. Yeah? That's the best way to get the effect of Bernardo Silva. But it's Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola. Anybody that watched Bernardo Silva when he was? Any of you watched Bernardo Silva when he was playing at Monaco? Any of you watched when he was at Monaco? What was he playing at? What was he playing at Monaco?
He played a little bit more central most of the time when I saw him there.
He was the
What do you want to call it 10?
He was that.
You see that thing? What's that guy? Arsenal. Odegaard does.
Yeah.
Not even close. Not even close. We say a number 10. Yeah. Bernardo Silva is what you call the quintessential number 10. He can see, he can tackle, but he cannot run.
Yeah.
But he can see. We all know he can see. He's got good vision. He can tackle. He gets booked. He gets stuck in. He's hard. You can hardly push him off the ball. He's strong. He might be about 5'4". He's a little guy. He's about 5 or something. But he's quite decent on the ball.
Yeah, he's strong.
He's the quintessential number 10. Bernardo Silva.
It's like my thing is like, again, I'm gonna blame the manager. Like I'm always gonna blame the manager because you're using the player very correctly. Like again, like I saw their last match as a player, you put Nuno Mendes there, you put Ruben Diaz. I forgot who the final center back was. Then you put Bruno Fernandes and Vitinha in the middle to control the game. And you have Dalot wide, Cancelo wide, Bernardo Silva wide, Rafael wide. So the only three people in the midfield was Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, and Benzema. Like there was nothing they could have done in that game. Like
That's why Ronaldo needs to go to the bench. When Ronaldo goes to the bench, they'll move Bernardo to the middle.
Guys, wait.
I just think that their formation is wrong. Like it's not gonna work. Just like throw away the wing and just play
it's the same problem we have at United at the minute. When you're playing runners who cannot hold the ball. You play Rashford on that side who likes to run. You play Garnacho on this side who likes to run. Yeah, when both of them are available, both of them just likes to run. Everybody keeps going about Greenwood, Martial, and Rashford. That lockdown season, they were bashing in goals. We all remember that season, innit? They were both scoring. Why? Why was that? Because Tony Martial and Mason Greenwood could keep hold of the ball. You cannot play. You cannot play two erratic people up there. We've got too many runners. I mean, Rashford cannot hold the ball. Garnacho cannot hold the ball. Greenwood cannot hold the ball. Bruno cannot hold the ball. McTominay cannot hold the ball, and they're all playing up. So when what's his face, the manager goes, "Oh, I want to play this counter pressing, counter style football." Counter press is not a style of football; it's a phase of play.
Thank you.
It's a phase.
Oh my days! I've been saying that for so.
It's a.
Let's hear the words of.
We cannot hold the ball. Man United
don't let people hear that. They're gonna be crying that this match.
Let's not go too deep into that one. I want to hear what Noah has to say because we're actually going to start another stream in like 15 minutes, guys. And that's the one that I want to tell you guys, everybody in the chat as well and in the panel, you are invited to that. Is we can even talk a little bit more relaxed and laid back there about whatever, you know. But Noah, what did you want to say, brother? Either about the Euros or what we're just talking about.
Listen.
Listen.
Today's game, I can't really talk about that France against Netherlands. Are you freaking kidding me? This is the worst game that I ever seen today. This France performance. To be honest, what is going on? Because when you talk about certain players like Griezmann, Rabiot, even Thuram, what is going on with these guys that are not even able, to capable for passing or even scoring? They had too many chances. But the only player who played well from the France player was N'Golo Kanté. And guess what? He's a man of the match today. Guess what? For twice.
Wow.
You
nice.
See?
Yeah.
You see? This is why, guys, when I look at France, without Kylian and Mbappe, I don't think they're not going to win the Euros, in my opinion, because of that head injury, the face injury. Anyway, it doesn't matter to me. Listen, the only enjoyment that I've ever seen today was, Austria against Poland beating 3-1, even Ukraine as well 2-1. Listen, what's the main thing that point is, tomorrow's game. I know Portugal against Turkey is going to be a great game, but the main issue, what he said, that Bernardo Silva does not play sometimes on the right when he was playing at Manchester City. Sometimes he plays at 10 when he play, the base of Pep Guardiola's style. That's how he does, the way he controls. But the only issues that is Roberto Martinez, because when I saw when they beat against 2-1 the first game, that position, that the lineup 5-4-1 is not good enough. I'm sorry, you cannot put like this when you are ready to be in NFL. The best position that I want to see maybe tomorrow is going to be 4-3-3 or maybe 4-4-2. That's what I would say. Put Joe Felix, bring him in with Ronaldo, communicate each other, play to play. Even I know, listen, Bernardo Silva as well, even Bruno Fernandes, they need to do a lot of job as well. as far as I'm concerned. Not just them, the defense as well. They need to improve that, whether you like it or not. Because if Portugal does not beat against Turkey tomorrow and they got lost, it will be the most shocking game that we're ever going to see this. So this is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Under Guller, the man of this guy, the Real Madrid player, oh my God.
Yeah.
We never know what's going to happen to him tomorrow. It is what it is. But listen, and second of all, I want to say this referee, Antonio Taylor, is the worst English referee that we ever seen in our generation.
It's not the referee though. It's the
VAR.
Bro, you don't understand what's going on. Do you know what's going on?
It wasn't obstruction to use you. Yeah.
My brother, it's France.
Yeah.
You're talking about France here. France has got Kylian Mbappe. There is no more
I know
Ronaldo.
that. Listen,
There's
I'm
no
not
more
saying.
Ronaldo. There's no more Messi. UEFA needs to make money on FIFA game on them video games. There's nobody to put on the packet.
Okay, tell me.
I told
okay,
them. I told you.
Okay, I know. I understand. Listen, guys.
You cannot sell Bellingham. They're trying to sell Bellingham. It's not flying because the boy cannot play.
Ooh.
I know.
He cannot play that England team. Like,
what I'm trying to say is that he's the worst referee in the Premier League.
If you take Bellingham out of that middle, put
England cannot win this.
Good call. Cole Palmer would cook. Yeah.
You can't, because how you gonna put it without even putting Kobe Mino and Cole Palmer after yesterday's performance against Denmark? Can you understand the fact? Because they don't have the best managers in the last 20 years. Do you understand me? Because they had David Beckham, Rio Ferdinand, Michael Owen, even Paul Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard. These type of players that they have in this England generations. And then what happened?
Overrated.
They lost. Bro. Yeah, they got eliminated.
Managers don't know what to do with the player, because I could look at the players and put them in better position to succeed than the manager can. Because I'm looking at it, I'm not your midfield. I'm like, why is Trent in the midfield? Why is Foden playing the left back? Like, why is Phil Foden playing left wing? Why is Trippier playing left back? You just see it like, if you look at City, you're like, oh, City, you play back three. How do you play your back three? You have Diaz, you have Akanji, you have Ake. You do the same thing for England. You have Gaia, you have Stone, you put Walker back there. That's your back three right there, easy. It's not so hard.
You want the waistcoat to think technical. Good luck.
How many times have you heard me? How many times have you heard me today saying why England not playing a back three? How many times have you heard me say that today? I've said that over and over, man. Like, why are they not playing a back three? I mean, second game in the Euros, you're 1-1, 50 minutes in the game, and you have two strikers on the bench in Ollie Watkins and you have Ivan Toney, and you're not trying to get a goal. You're not trying to put somebody else up there. You're seeing that they're doubling up on Harry Kane each time he touches the ball. Put another striker up there. Give Denmark a different person to pay attention to now. Come on, man. Like, what are you actually thinking when you're standing on the touchline in the coach's box? What are you? What's going through your brain? Oh, what am I going to eat for dinner later?
There's no thinking. There's no thinking. First of all, that's the problem. You're thinking that they're thinking. There's no thinking. The thinking is arm around the shoulders. Go have fun, boys. Hoorah! Whatever.
It's so sad that this man, like, he had the same point as eriktenhag. I don't have Calvin Phillips. Like that is your excuse. You don't have Calvin Phillips. That is your excuse. You don't have Calvin Phillips, so you cannot do nothing. So I should be expecting loss from England now because you don't have Calvin Phillips.
Calvin who?
Same with Ten Hag from Pride that doesn't have Frankie de Jong. Like, bro, the players are there. You could use Watson. Watson is there. Mino is there. But look, you decided to play with Trent Alexander-Arnold. You decided to play with one striker and a playmaker striker and Harry Kane. Harry Kane has his own problem. As in, he's a playmaker striker, not an out-and-out striker. So you have two other out-and-out strikers on the bench, and Ivan Toney and Oli Watkins, and you have a playmaker striker in Harry Kane. And playmaker striker and Harry Kane relies on runners. Who are the best runners? Rashford and Sterling. And what you do? You left them at home.
You left them at home.
Foden could also do that, but decide not to play him.
Bro, it's because of their performance were not even good enough, okay, in the Premier League. That's why, okay, wasn't being chosen. Okay.
No,
Let's-
Harry Kane is good. It's just that he needs running because again, in Bayern Munich, in Spurs, even in England, where Rashford and Sterling was there, as soon as he get the
Come
ball,
on.
he turned. For example, the goal they scored against Real Madrid because of Harry Kane playing his playmaker striker role. He get the ball, he lay it off easy. The other people get the goals, but now there's nobody to lay it off to. There's nobody to lay it off to, so the actor looks awkward. You see how when Oli Watkins came on, he got more chances than Harry Kane.
Bro, at Tottenham, Hurricane had runners. That's why he looked different at Tottenham.
Son was scoring out the goals.
Let me let you.
Yeah.
Gareth
Because they had
Southgate got
different
criticized,
managers, bro. That's
and
why.
his response was to reinvent the wheel. The problem is you want the guy that got relegated to reinvent the wheel. Where?
I think because he did well with the under 18 and under 19, and the only senior players that still playing that time is Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
When he did well with under 19 under 21 England team, Marcus Rashford was the only player that's staple. They didn't want to pick him. So now you're picking the whole team. This man is hilarious.
Gareth Southgate took everything that worked at England and threw it out of the window. That's the thing you guys don't understand. He didn't build on what works. He took what works and said, "Fuck out of here," and it's over.
Yeah.
I think also moving like Ten Hag, like there's no left wing, there's no left back there.
Why are we
The
getting
shirt's
straight?
not healthy yet.
Okay.
You have
Wait,
no,
guys.
you have no left
Guys.
back at
Oh,
all.
wait.
Let's hear Mega Mind real quick. Go ahead, no.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
No, thank you. Listen, guys, I have a question for you. If Southgate gets sacked, you want, I know, certain other managers are going to be available in this candidate, whether if it's Mauricio Pochettino or even Jurgen Klopp. I don't know who is going to be okay within the next 2 years or something. It depends how the team needs to be, because if the English FA does not pick the right manager, the same old story like Graham Potter picking up, or even Frank Lampard, or even same old story like that, is not going to change. So they need to pick a right manager.
They should go give the job to Jose.
If they want to win,
Listen, Jose should have been at Portugal, in my opinion.
No,
Okay,
you don't want to go. You don't want. I've got a very good friend who's Portuguese. He comes here, I see him after.
Well, it either it
He
will be
said something one day. He said the man said he doesn't want to go until he turns about 60, 65, 63. Jose wants to go when he's about 60.
I think he said he turned on the Portugal to take the Man United job as well. He said
I think he said that when he takes the Portugal manager's job, that will be his last job.
Yeah, he wants to retire. Yeah, he wants to retire.
That's where he's going to retire. So he's not ready. Obviously, he's not ready to retire yet.
No.
The last thing I would say before you have to wrap up is France, England, Netherlands, a lot of potential but no production. That's all I have to say. A lot of potential, no production.
Listen, the only teams who's going to maybe win, probably a chance, maybe Germany, Spain, one of them, in my
Germany, Spain.
I still go my dark horse Turkey. I expect them to go for
it. None of you think Italy got a chance?
You said your dark horse is Turkey?
Come on.
Yeah, I'm looking at Turkey and Croatia to go for in this tournament.
Okay.
Listen, Turkish and Poland are already out of this tournament.
You said Croatia.
Maybe Italy, maybe they got a chance.
Listen, third place matters.
You said Croatia.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Croatia and Turkey. They might do. Listen, like those are the type of team that when it's time, they'll grind it out.
Yeah.
This is the last chance of Luka Modric playing on Croatia's last game. He's going to retire.
Modric, I think Chiga mentioned it earlier on that Asia was going to catch up with him, and now it's happening.
They're done. They're done.
Mm-hmm.
There's too many old players in there. Too many old players. They need to reshuffle. I mean, it's a small country. They got like population of what? 2 point something million.
Yeah.
They have other players that didn't get picked by this manager. So I guess it's the final hoorah and they just reset again.
You cannot pick everybody.
No, but this should have been the tournament of integration for them.
Sure.
Yeah.
But also, like, if you've had a midfield,
it's the last hurrah.
It's the last hurrah. But that's the thing. I think the manager fell into that trap of like, it's always worked with Brozovic, Kovacic, and Modric. Like that's those three.
Now, four competitions in a row now with them.
Right.
They've had enough.
Yeah.
I go to the manager like, okay, I'm retired to this. I did the best. Like I got the best out of those three.
But you have to also remember, you know, like when you look at the midfield for Croatia, and these guys are coming off some very long seasons, you know.
Oh yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
They played a lot of football before they got to where they are right now.
Yeah.
So, like when I look at England, like the 2 games I saw England play, Saka looks tired.
It's not the soccer, bro.
He does look tired.
Let's not go too deep into that, guys, because I just finished the quiz. And I want to say big up to Professor Olmo, to Jega, to Vegeta, to Noah, and Zeal. First time on the debut call. Say Zeal, they called you Lillian. They called you Lillian Thuram on top right. So they say you look like Thuram, brother. So big up to you. Thank you for pulling up my G. Guys, in less than 10 minutes, I'm going to have to take a little 10-minute break. But like in about 10, 15 minutes, we're starting the quiz. You're all invited. We can have this conversation and be chill on a Friday because that's what we do. Play football quiz. Related to the Euros and a little bit of Copa America. So I hope to see you guys there. Yeah. Come on, Vegeta. If there's not a lot of shine that goes to Copa America, we gotta.
I need another drink.
There's a Copa match today. Peru versus Chile.
Yeah. That's 8 hours tonight. So yeah, make sure you grab your drink. We will be here for that. I want to say shout out to everybody also that has been contributing in the conversation in the chat. We see you guys. We appreciate you guys. So thank you, Imran Khan, Cooper, Andy. I just saw you just coming in right now. And everybody else too that have been over here. Guys, don't forget to also support the other channels that we're streaming to. We're streaming to Vegeta Sama. Halftime with Vegeta Zama. That's the name of the channel. Also Mark. MUFC fan and also Kenny Fan TV. Guys, it's been a lovely day, even though the game was boring as hell. We can always entertain ourselves with some great football conversations. So big shout out to all the legends that have been making this thing fun. So my name is botswanapapi. I want to tell you guys lots of love and appreciation. Happy Friday. See you guys very soon.
Cheers, boss.
Football Power Hour.